is a classic spacing tool.
Yeah.
It occupies this exact space that they want to be. It's a disjoint that other floaties really, truly do not have. PkChris's goal is going to be, how can I get away with pressing this as safely as often as possible?
Yeah, that's going to be the name of the game here, is how much mileage can I get out of forward air, because a lot of your other tools just don't quite work the way they do in most other matchups, considering Peach is going to spend a lot of time on in the air. There's that forward air starting us off. And it looks like it's
PK fire is great. Because people do one of two things when they get hit by forward. You know what they are?
air dodge.
Jump or air dodge. You're absolutely right. And it's like kind of like a pseudo 50-50. Of course, it's not a true 50-50, but a lot of people end up either falling or just air dodging after they do get hit by forward. So I love that.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. Chris, starting this set strong with a big 75%, but LingLing is slowly gearing up and getting some action here. Side B's right into him.
PkChris needs to be wary of his traditional landing catches with PK Fire. Those will not work on Peach as well, simply by virtue of just how floaty she is. And now PkChris air dodging back so dangerously, but still in a really good position just to be able to PK Thunder back on. Air dodges back in that time. LingLing with no punish on it.
I'm surprised that air dodge ended up working. Ooh, I just realized what song we have. This song's so good.
It's great. Yeah,
this Paper Mario medley, so sick. Oh, that's a good mix-up at the ledge. You can't do it too often, but when you get it, it's great because it completely turns the situation around in your favor. So Chris now gets another lease on life, despite having been hanging on for dear life at the ledge.
Planking is so cool. It's my favorite part about Smash Bros.
Planking
yes.
is so cool?
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I mean that with full sincerity. Thunder planking is one of the most interesting game states in all of Ultimate.
Who are you?
And I say that with my whole chest, too. I say that proudly. I will never be ashamed of it.
If I take off the mask, is John Numbers going to be sitting on the couch with me? Is that what's happening right now? Not to put Numbies on blast.
I've been found out.
I love John Numerals, man.
All right. PkChris trying to find a way to be able to find his way out of this advantage, but stuck in a corner against LingLing here. What a deflect.
And a home run from him turns the whole situation around. I love it. Great way to get out of the corner. Can't do it too often, but when you get it, it's great. And that was a nice combo to finish off that stack.
I believe the hitbox of the magnet also was able to hit Totem as well. So that was a really important clink. To have occurred. PkChris just getting so much damage off of his follow-ups, able to even up the percent. That PK Fire just means he's going to be able to force an inevitable option out of LingLing.
That was such a good option to cover with up tilt. Wow, that's a big turn up. You got to dodge it. Good stuff. All right.
LingLing dashing back and forth, but landing with PK Fire like that on Peach's shield is so ambiguous. You don't know if it's going to cross up. Also, really safe. Like, you can optimize the heck out of that, do it at the last possible second. You can make that thing -4. If you're on a platform, you can make it plus on shield.
Yeah, but if Peach doesn't have a turnip in hand, that's a pretty safe bet to do. Like, hitting anyone's shield with PK Fire is usually good.
So let's talk about that interaction. Why did Peach go through, why did Turnip go through Ness forwarder? Well, fun fact, Ness forwarder is a transcendent hitbox. So all projectiles will go through it, and you have to time it just right to be able to get a catch. Otherwise,
you get bonked. Yep. Oh, look at this, though. What an interesting mix-up of pressure. Covering air dodges and all sorts of stuff with that PK flash and back air. Good combination of moves and pressure.
Ooh, PkChris just good punish on the down smash on shield as LingLing gets a little bit too greedy. This is where Peach really struggles as well. How do you land against PK Thunder as somebody who is so floaty? The answer is ultimately not particularly easily.
Yeah, I mean, the landing options are tough, and with such a floaty character, like, you're kind of stranded in the air sometimes. Great coverage, though, from Chris, who knows to cover the horizontal. Yeah, and then catches the parasol recovery with the yo-yo at the ledge. Looking good for Chris. LingLing, yeah, now has to come back from a one-game deficit.
That was also like some pretty specific spacing as well, because more often than not, Peach up B is going to be the thing winning in the interaction between that and Ness yo-yo. But LingLing was not able to get the right spacing of it where he was able to hit PkChris. So he found that stock ultimately. I think PkChris played this really, really well. And we're just catching a lot of landings and just really, really pressuring Peach with a lot of, and really harassing Peach with a lot of PK Thunders. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that yo-yo at the ledge is quite a menace. I mean, you have to recover from super low and try to get the hitbox of the umbrella as it goes up to beat that.
You get the hitbox of umbrella, you're either going to interact with yo-yo itself, and grab onto the ledge just fine. Or, you know what, you'll hit Ness.
You could hope for a clean trade where you don't get hit, but like you've got to be very precise with your spacing, and you have to make sure the stage allows for it. Like that won't work on like Kalos, for example, which has a vertical wall, which kind of shuts you down.
It still can because of the way that the hitbox juts
it comes at an angle for sure, but you'll never get the clean trade where only they get hit, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have to be super precise if you want to get that.
So going to be starting off on Pokemon Stadium 2 this time and not Final Destination. Final Destination can be so polarizing through this matchup as well. PkChris landing on LingLing shield so safely, so consistently. Tries to go through the triple forwarded, which I really, really appreciate.
Oh, man. Both players kind of panicking as a result of what was a very close call with that PK Thunder.
I really like LingLing's bait. That he sat there, he was like, hey, I put myself in a corner. I know what you want to do. And PkChris did it. The double jump cancel. PK fire onto the platform, baby. That's the Ness biplat special.
Oh, yeah. Oh, missing that turnip throw in the middle of that combo was unfortunate. But LingLing picks up the pieces and sends PkChris off stage, who is now forced to recover, but gets a great tech and back air, which gives him the time to get back onto the stage.
Yeah, able to neutral get up successfully and using his double jump cancel magnet as a way to propel him forward, kind of like an air dash almost, right?
You saw how PkChris took the opportunity to get a dash attack when he saw LingLing pull the turnip. Turnips are a commitment, and if you can catch onto your opponent's turnip patterns and like pull habits, then you can get big mileage. But right now, LingLing's opting to go for more raw hitboxes than turnips. So
that turnip almost falling PkChris downwards, but really good decision making. That time he did get off the ledge a little bit too aggressively, and LingLing was just able to stuff him out for an overly aggressive double jump cancel magnet. Tries to go for the follow up after the turnip. I like the attempt, but a little bit too loose.
That drag down grab was really slick. It looks like LingLing's trying to keep away, as you just saw, running away to turn up throw. When you're at high percents, great option. Maybe you can get some free damage. Does not want to interact right now as much as possible. So, ooh, I stand corrected. Trying to interact with that side B is a very ambitious option, especially with a huge percentage deficit. This
is so good for the PkChris right now, just juggling LingLing as he keeps trying to find a way to be able to land. And that was the opening that he needed to be able to get that stock. Up tilt, not going to come out quite yet. PkChris needed to respect that Angel Plat invulnerability.
That whole interaction, that whole last stock was lost because of that ambitious side B.
Ooh, that PK fire was so aggressive. It was such a commitment, and look at what he has lost as a result. He is now off stage. He is struggling to be able to get back on, all because he was too greedy with one follow-up.
And he's not mixing up his ledge get-offs enough. He's trying to go for jumps and neutral get-ups a lot. Chris is struggling right now. How do you get out of the corner? A roll might do it, and in fact, it does. But
what a tomahawk. What a tomahawk. PkChris was fully anticipating a falling back air for sure. And again,
another tomahawk.
Oh, he's so clean.
These grabs.
Oh, he's so good.
LingLing's tomahawks have been nothing but impressive all day. Remember that set on Town and City where he got the tomahawk against who was he playing against?
It was against Tilde. It's absurd.
Yeah,
it's
that was
really
so slick.
Intricate movement. It's so much conditioning that went into that because he could still press back air safely and grab. He can still press neutral air safely and grab too. So definitely not a favorable position for Chris to be in at all. 4-170. Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time. That's a strong move.
Trying to get a little bit tricky with his mobility there. I don't believe PkChris wanted like the double jump cancel B reverse, which ended up propelling him backwards. He might have wanted to just like hold into that.
Oh, from so far away, LingLing's able to find a combo, getting almost 50% from a stray hit of a turnip.
Yep.
Oh, see, that's the kind of thing that we were talking about before, where the Parasol can win out in the trades and get a clean exchange if you time it and space it well.
Yeah, you really, really have to respect the fact that Peach is up B, not a particularly easy move to two-frame. Now, what you can do, you can drop down there, try to get, like, slip, to, like, the side of Peach, get, like, a nice forward or back air. But now PkChris
Easier
standing.
said than done.
Yeah. Look, he's standing on his last legs. He needs to find his way out of the corner.
Reads a spot dodge with a crafty yo-yo up smash, and now they're both on their last stock. But how much mileage can Chris get out of this stock when he's already himself at 100%?
Yeah, that PK fire was no sweet spot, so not going to be able to find a big follow-up. So scary.
LingLing loves these side B YOLOs. He really does.
That was the first time I've heard the phrase YOLO in a while. Jesus.
I've said Hail Mary too much today, so I was already too self-aware, so I had to say it. I had no options left.
It's a mix-up. And, wow, what a landing from LingLing as well. That was so scary. That forward is like safe. You can space it real nice. The biggest thing about Peach to recognize as Ness is like, hey, when she's jumping and she's facing towards you, she really doesn't have the ability to turn around in the air, right? That's something that only very few characters have. She doesn't have a abilities with which she can do that, right? She, doesn't have multi-jumps, right? So she is either going to be landing or she's going to be committing to that area. When if Peach is facing towards you, at high percent especially, the move of choice is going to be forward air. Forward air being so slow, that is a move. In that position, you almost always want to be preemptively putting out a forward air, an up air, a rising one, because you will almost always get there before Peach does.
Yeah, but you have to preempt it and you have to predict it, which means that Chris is going to need to put on his prediction pants if he wants to take this set. So we've got ourselves an even game.
Pants.
The prediction pants, when you have to predict your opponent, you have to put on your prediction pants.
Yeah, put them on all the time. Yep. Oh, tries to agree to jump out of the PK fire as LingLing just chooses to commit to a shield instead. PkChris has been getting out of the corner consistently with so many double jump cancel magnets. And I feel like he hasn't gotten much reward off of them either.
No, the reward's been small, but sometimes he is getting out of the corner, which is often a reward enough in and of itself.
It was such a good turn up there, but now LingLing again just keeps on using it as his opening as PkChris overcommits to a lot of PK Thunders.
He is overcommitting to the Thunders, and often I feel like he's getting almost too fancy with his movement and options. If he keeps it simpler and just throws out good forward airs in good places, I think he'd be less worse for wear.
And again, just really fishing for some of these double jump cancel PK fires from the platforms. LingLing just able to get so many opportunities for more and more turn-up pulls. That movement
was fantastic. Kind of baiting Chris to jump up by going to the top platform, scooting on down, going to the left, and then Chris was on the chase, but a bad chase left LingLing an opening to get a hit.
Again, never really finding a big sweet spot with PK Fire, just because of how Peach's hitbox contorts. Ness is really never in the best spot to be able to follow up, and PkChris needs to commit less when he's trying to do so.
Yeah, but look here, LingLing playing the hot and cold game, running away, pulling
I smell dash attack. Not in the slightest, no. Up smash is going to be able to do it. You got to remember that hitbox hits all the way around.
LingLing finally connects with that back air, closing out that first stock, and now we have ourselves an even set. Both 1 game and 2 stocks.
LingLing with a turn-up in hand at ledge. I don't know if that turn-up throw to the other side was intentional.
I don't either, but he definitely needed to get out of there, so I think he kind of just...
Listen, he was able to do so. He's chilling. Now the goal is how do you actually find a way to be able to land. He dashes back. He doesn't even want to take stage. He's like, hey, I know my win con here. I'm going to keep on pulling turnips.
Chris needs to do a better job at closing the gap. Once you see the turn-up commitment, you can dash in with a dash attack, because Ness's dash attack covers a lot of ground, which means that if he can catch a single turn-up pull with a dash attack, it'll be a big opening.
But I feel like PkChris is always just committing to something so that he... there it is.
See?
And
look at the punishment. Look at the punishes.
Almost had it, but Peach slid in, pushed Ness towards the stage, and as a result, PK Thunder 2 didn't connect.
But you see the big chance that he had as a result of that turnip read. If Chris can get 1 more of those, this stock might just be over.
Yep. LingLing trying to find the juggle here, able to get the jab, but just a nice slap away to Ness, just saying, hey, I need my space right about now. LingLing is being so meticulous with when and when he is not going for turnips, just making sure never to overextend.
That was a great rising forward air. What the? Where's your coverage? Hello? Chris, are you awake? Kind of caught sleeping with a non-option. Yeah, and this is going to give LingLing the chance to pull some turnips and take stage control, which means that Chris is now on the defensive in the corner.
Oh, such a good landing mix-up as well. LingLing is just alternating between back airs, neutral airs, tomahawks, and down airs to be able to shield poke. He has no double jump, so
that turnip came down for revenge up from the skies, and if Chris had remembered it was there, maybe he would have picked a different recovery option, but hard to avoid all of it.
LingLing is always waiting for either that PK Fire, PK Thunder to come out. Oh, what a reversal. He wasn't ready for it. But I want to say, anytime that PkChris is edge guarding, ledge trapping, and he chooses to commit to a special, LingLing waits for it with punishes and uses that as his opening every single time.
Yeah. So maybe Chris needs to cool it with the specials, They're both just feeling each other out. Look, there's a turnip pull punish, and it's going to pay off big. 30% off of 1 punish.
That is the name of the game. That is your biggest win.
Yeah.
And look at that. PkChris spacing a PK Fire really, really well. Man, I'm getting tired of saying PK, I've got to say, but...
Oh, no jump, no jump. Oh, wow. See, like you said, tried to punish the special, and Chris was a little over-ambitious with the PK Thunder, so maybe if he just had gone for a simpler option, that would have been better. Like I said, if he keeps it simple, it could be better right now, and simple is working, so...
LingLing keeps on like opting to air dodge these PK Thunders, which is a bit of a mistake because you can swing at it.
Yeah.
You can try to space it down or forward or dash attack once again on Battlefield, especially with such a high ceiling, not going to do it yet. LingLing by air dodging, he's not in a good place to do it. When you can air dodge to a platform, you're chilling. Ugh.
Yeah, but stuck in the air, sometimes air dodge is all that you feel you can do, but maybe if he had been contesting it with hitboxes, like down air or even nair from the sides, like it would be working out better for him.
Wow, that was really well played from PkChris. He just saw that LingLing just kept on going for the same option in response to PK Thunder. I feel like LingLing was doing a good job beforehand. I don't know what changed.
I think the name of the game was Chris was catching on to the turnip habits. He got lots of big damage off of dash attacking whenever a turnip was pulled out of the ground. And yeah, LingLing ended up kind of just falling to like a war of attrition. The damage was stacking up too fast. And how did he get that damage? It was good reads. So
yeah. Okay, so going into game number 4, PkChris sitting 2-1, so pretty comfortable. They're going to be going back to Battlefield, which honestly, I don't know how I feel about this because this is such a good stage for Ness to move around in, and you can really catch a lot of Peach landings here.
I think the things that Peach gains here is space. Like we were saying before, Peach can do really well when she's camping, but you need space in order to pull the turnip. So since this is a fairly large stage...
Draws a double jump. He's fine.
Uh-oh. Is he
He's
though?
fine, yeah.
Okay.
So, God bless Nesku Cavalry. That thing can be kind of good sometimes.
You know,
not particularly often, but it can be okay.
You know, when my character bonks into the stage, they die. What is this bonking into the second recovery option stuff? Come on.
Colleague, that's quality. You watch it.
He's a little corny. I think
watch it.
I think that's deserved.
I will not tolerate any slander. PkChris just has really, really good angles. He was just able to get his way back on as LingLing was like unsure if like, hey, is he going to be able to do this? Is he not? But such a nasty position to find himself in once again. Tries to go for the vertical angle, able to hit past the turnip and still make it back on, but no double jump.
We got a Stitch Face here. That Stitch Face seals the deal. No questions about it.
PkChris immediately burned his double jump as he like wanted to cancel his X momentum, which, I mean, I understand why he did it, but as soon as you're without a double jump off stage as Ness, you are a sitting duck.
I'm very surprised that down tilt didn't end up connecting from LingLing. Gave Chris an opening to get a small hit, but the small hit wasn't enough to get the kill. So one more nair maybe, or a strong back air might do the trick.
Yeah, back air, up air, neutral air. Wow, maybe not that like far from the edge of the stage though.
There's the back air we were looking for, and now it's an evened up game. But LingLing's the one that's in the driver's seat as he's able to pull these turnips right now, and I wish he wouldn't be tossing them away. When you have those turnips, you got to make sure they count, you know?
The PkChris had a good idea, but again, you just have to keep in mind just how slow Peach's descent is when she is falling. So LingLing is just able to outweight it just by virtue of how floaty his character is. PkChris keeps getting away with double jump cancel magnet on shield. That thing is not safe.
But what's LingLing's response going to be? I mean, will he adapt to it? And when he does, what will he choose to, like, combat it?
Just an out-of-shield option can be pretty solid at times, or, perhaps just, like, waiting it out, a preemptive back hill too, but I don't know. PkChris is getting away with it quite often. Back throw for a bit of stage control. How does PkChris fight his way back on?
Oh, both players just sitting in shield there, even though there was plenty of opportunity to get a grab or something.
Throws out one turnip, is able to bait out the double jump from PkChris, and now take a look at how bad this is.
Chris had to go low, but LingLing was there ready to cover it, and Chris kind of just gave up, said, I'll go for the damage. Oh, great option to go for that side B, which leads to quite an interesting down air tech chase scenario. 46 damage as a result. Chris now sitting in a much worse position than LingLing, who still has a free stock in the tank.
That punish was really good. The easiest punish is always going to be to get up attack yo-yo, but LingLing just decided to go for it all. You have to remember just how long Peach's go from the ledges. All right, vibe check. Do you jump? That's right, baby. You do jump after the 1.5 seconds plus a little bit of hit lag, or the shield lag as down smash is hitting it. So,
but what if he releases the yo-yo? I mean,
what if he releases it? It doesn't really work that way. Doesn't really work that way. Trust me. You can jump it. You'll be fine. Oh no.
LingLing puts it all on the table and says, I know your character cannot make it back from here, so I'm just going to body block and, put the physical wall up.
So on the topic of up smash, what you got to remember about Ness's up smash is that, especially on shield, taking into account several factors. We have shield pushback, and then also the arc that Yo-Yo travels in, right? It travels in a semicircle. It doesn't travel up, right?
Right.
It travels up and around.
Up and in, yeah.
But
Makes
if
sense.
you jump in place, because of the way that shield pushback also kind of gets you a little bit further away from Ness and starts pushing you to the edge of Yo-Yo itself, there is a very unlikely chance that the semicircle of Yo-Yo is ever going to interact with your jump. It is unlikely. It doesn't happen particularly
Okay,
often.
nerd. I don't want to hear about semicircles and arcs and algebra. I'm trying to watch some Super Smash Brothers. I'm not smart enough for this.
Man, I'm just here to talk about Ness. That's why I'm here.
Well, I'm glad you are here because you know much more about Ness than I do, so I'm happy that you have the knowledge.
Yeah, but I gotta call the nerd for it, so maybe that was disingenuous of you just now. That's fine.
Should I have said dork instead?
I hate you.
Aw.
In an endearing way.
Yes,
like
of
a
course.
friend way, yeah.
All right, well, Chris already off to a rocky start in this game 5, so he's got to find a way to get back to the stage before this stock is over.
These jumps are so scary. Also, by the way, fun fact about that double jump cancel PK fire, that is faster than a wave land if you time it nice and right. So it is literally the fastest way for Ness to be able to land on a platform. But yeah, that being said, PkChris needs a way out of this corner, but
Doesn't find it.
yeah. Peach is just able to have so much sustain, especially after she hits her shield with down air. Like, she's chilling.
How much can this combo do here? 75% all.
Keep sail dodging.
This juggle is insane. I don't like the flash, though. The flash kind of ruined it all. Oh.
So the flash, like, it has so little end lag that if LingLing is still like flowcharting his response to a PK Thunder, PkChris is going to have enough time to be able to go out there and whiff punish him for it. So I don't mind those PK flashes. Also, he can convert off of a hit sometimes. It can be positive on shield if he is able to land in time. I don't particularly mind it, but what Chris needs is a good dash attack to get the stock.
LingLing is doing a great job of resisting the temptation to pull turn-ups or drop shield, and yeah, as a result, look at this. 70% now. Chris is off stage in a bad position. This turn-up is covering lots of
I don't know about that
options.
stall. I feel like he just put himself into a less advantageous position than before. And now Chris is trying to find any way he can to get the stock. A good cross-up back here as he dashes under LingLing is going to be the move of choice.
Oh, hitting the turnip ended up putting up a wall of fire, which LingLing walking into. And finally, the PK flash is paying off. Oh, Chris was looking for blood there. That was a very...
So scary. Thank goodness for LingLing's sake that they didn't end up crossing up PkChris, because that would have easily been the stock. So
yeah, sometimes that PK Thunder can even like go through people and like hit Ness anyway, you know? It's
Chris
a very,
is
very tricky move.
And speaking of tricky, have you seen Chris's movement as of late? He's like maneuvering around the platforms. LingLing is having a difficult time pinning him down, but the one place that he really doesn't have that much maneuverability is off stage, and look how much LingLing is capitalizing.
No, yeah, absolutely. Because it's on stage where I feel like Chris is doing okay. Oh my god, these forward airs are relentless. How do you deal with it as Peach? You kind of have to just back off.
Respect it, yeah.
But if you back off too much and you try to pull a turn up, then like, yeah, in comes the dash attack, so... Classic game of rock, paper, scissors.
Really good aggressive recovery from PkChris. He was able to make this into almost a bit of a lead for himself. I do like how conservative he is with some of his grounded PK fire usage, just respecting the floatiness of Peach.
You know, at first I hated it, but respect is definitely the right word for what I'm about to describe. LingLing is using the Peach Bomber as a mobility option, using it to go over the head of Chris when he commits low. And, like, honestly, I never really looked at that move as a mobility tool, but right now, it's looking pretty good.
It's a mobility tool, and it has a built-in failsafe, and that if you hit somebody's shield, congrats, you've completely reset the situation, and nobody is plus or minus.
Yeah.
All right.
That's definitely a good thing to have. So now both players on their last stock of the tournament. Chris already off to a big...
Whoa!
Oh! That was so scary. If he accidentally hit himself with that, he goes flying off the stage. What a risk. What a risk.
Really scary stuff, but now PkChris, look how tricky he's getting with his movement. LingLing had the right idea with covering the cross-up, which is one of the most ambiguous cross-ups to boot, but these commitments to PK Thunder are a big opening for LingLing.
They're scrapping so much right now. I'm so surprised. They're both on their last stock. Why would you want to scrap? Wouldn't you want to be more confident? Oh, man, that shield pressure, too. LingLing is doing a great job of holding shield when necessary because... Oh, that fire lasted just enough time. Dude, you see that mobility from that. And like you said, it's such a safe option. If they shield it, you're good.
What a catch on that landing. PkChris just needs any way to be able to go back onto the stage so he can start kind of playing this game again. That stall with the magnet was everything. LingLing was not ready for it.
Chris is just looking for a forward air or a back air. Finds an up air instead, but LingLing now no air dodge. Gonna get caught one more time. Back to the skies. Oh, I don't know if that dash attack was covering the right stuff.
I don't think he had a double jump. So scary, but PkChris gonna be so punished for that kind of a commitment. No double jump as he tries to land. LingLing is not able to shark successfully.
Both of them are just putting out their safe back airs, and no one's getting punished for it, but this grab could be it. No, not
it's
quite.
Battlefield.
LingLing is living on the big stage, guys. One more chance. We got one more chance for LingLing to get to the ground. PkChris goes for an over-ambitious dash attack.
He just was waiting. He was shoulder hopping and waiting. That back kick was so safe. He tried to go for the grab, but PkChris immediately jumping out of shield. This is still anybody's game.
It.
Uphill should be
Chris
able to do
is popping off. Look at him go. He drew his controller. Oh, my goodness. What a set. LingLing not looking too happy. Chris is so determined to move on, guys. Whoa.
Whoa.
That was intense.
Damn, that is one aggressive pop-off.
That
too.
was so aggressive. I don't know what to say about it. He's like angry that he won.
God damn it.
Yeah, right. Damn it, I won.
Hated you. Yeah, no, that was. I feel like both of them.
Wow. I didn't even notice that parry. Wow.
It was sick. You know, that was quite a way to take us off. I feel like at the end, both of them like started to just like shoulder hopping in place, trying to get a whiff punish on the other. Chris was playing Puma back for so long, but all it takes is one of Ness's many kill options. You know how many win conditions he has? You know how many? He has up air, forward air, back air, neutral air, up smash, down smash, back throw, up throw. For some reason, up tilt, F tilt, everything.
I'm glad we got that pop off on the replay. That was awesome to watch. That was so good. Chris is moving on in top 8, moving into top 4, in fact, which is where we say goodbye, I think, for tonight. We're gonna have Hangman and who else comes with Hangman? Ajax comes with Hangman. So this is going to be an awesome top 4. So before we get into that, let's